This is the SANAT Kumara. Welcome to the 25th lecture of this year of NAMAS University, Earth's spiritual digital university, the place and community that grows you into fully soul-guided and Shambhala-assisted human beings able to create their life and the future of Earth according to the divine plan, together with all other beings. Today we can celebrate the achievements of many of our students, which in turn will benefit others and Earth, as well as draw more students to NAMAS University. Many of you have made huge leaps forward, discovered unexpected abilities to hear and perceive life in its totality, also new abilities to heal yourself and others, as well as to connect to people around the world. A few days ago, we could celebrate that our podcast lectures have been listened to more than 90,000 times. All of this lets me beam with joy. Amongst those of you who have grown towards their whole being are also people around the world who allow us to expand the service level and reach of NAMAS University now. We are ready for the next steps. It is important to my colleagues and me that you are aware of how we will expand in steps until the end of this year and who will be responsible for what soon. Let's start with the podcast lectures. Martina will discontinue podcasting on a regular basis at the end of September. In the months of October, it is the turn of the master teachers, and as of the 1st of November, Alla Revenko will take over the responsibility of providing my lectures and news with the podcast. In November last year, Alla Revenko, a Russian-born Canadian, joined my team. In January of 2023, she became a cultural guardian for the Russian culture and language of NAMAS University worldwide. She not only does the weekly voiceovers of my podcast lectures into Russian currently, she and her husband Igor Revenko also translate my ebooks, the SANAT Kumara, the Chronicles of SANAT KUMARA, and soon the AMAYA Mysteries from English to Russian. This constant and deep interaction, whilst I'm overshadowing her, prepared her for the major step to work for me as a co-teacher for NAMAS University. Alla Revenko has become my third walkie at service to NAMAS University. Her soul is in the process of moving aside for me to enter and take over this incarnation until its end. I'm proud of her development and delighted that she agreed to this blessing in her incarnation. I'm also delighted of the profound spiritual bond Alla, Igor and Martina forms while working together, being nearly 8,000 kilometers apart from each other. As of November 1st, 2023, I will compose with and speak through Alla Revenko my original weekly podcast lectures, which will then be translated into other languages and voiced over. Her team will consist of her husband Igor, who will translate the lectures from Russian to English. The English language podcast lectures will then be spoken by a gentleman in the United States, and the German lectures will be provided by a voiceover of a German lady. For this task, both will be overshadowed by me. Their training has started, but it is too early to release their names. Summarizing, as of November 1st this year, Alla Revenko and the team she forms are in charge of my podcast lectures worldwide. In addition, Alla and Igor Rivenko will stay in their role as a cultural guardian when it comes to translating the stories I write through Martina, as well as Beverly, into Russian. It is upon Alla and Igor to select the people who will support them editing each ebook based on who is the most suitable for the respective content. Martina, Alla and Igor will work together in publishing translations with the widest possible reach in mind. Martina and I send our blessings, love and support to Alla and her newly formed team. As of September 1st, NAMAS University will extend its leadership team. So far it was only Martina and me. As of September 1st, we will be joined by Lord Maitreya and Rohan Sevani from India, one of Lord Maitreya's co-teachers, to take co-responsibility for the long-term vision, direction, leadership, and delegation of day-to-day management of NAMAS University. A warm-hearted welcome to Lord Maitreya and Rohan. In the foreseeable future, we will also be joined by one of the leaders of the Deva Kingdom, either Wise One or Betold, and the person they will walk in to complement our leadership team. Also on September 1st, the website of NAMAS University will go live. As of that day, you will always have a precise reference as to what teaching material is available in which language and where. You will also see who is working for NAMAS University as a co-teacher and cultural guardian, and with what precise responsibility. The website will provide all necessary links, but it is not meant for direct communication with us. Direct communication will still be done via the individual websites of the co-teachers who work for Lord Maitreya, the Deva teachers and me. So you still find me at thesanatkumara.com or drmartinaviolettaJung.com. By now I'm sure you're asking, and what does that mean for Martina? Martina is for us synonymous with perseverance, consistency and reliability. Her skills and experience as a light and energy worker, leader, writer and painter are invaluable to me, my colleagues and NAMAS University, and also irreplaceable for specific tasks. But let's face it, during the last 3 years we have asked far too much of her. Without Martina, there would be no podcast lectures, no chronicles, no personal portal paintings to me, and no NAMAS University, not even to mention certain energy work she participated in. On top of that, she has mentored co-teachers in their first steps. To thank her with words would not do her contribution justice. And I tell you, she blushes as I speak these words through her. She ran 80-hour weeks for 3 years now. That will change, and she can return to a balanced way of life. Martina will continue to write my chronicles with me and the AMAYA Mysteries together with Beverly, June Alexander and me. She will also continue to paint my personal portals. But I also need Martina to travel the world with me and meet certain people in person, to build NAMAS University together with the newly formed leadership team, to give speeches in front of large audiences, and to do the invisible energy work which the stories and illustrations document with little artistic license. I will allow more time and space for Martina to take time for personal needs, friends and family, and to take a deep breath regularly. After all, I want our joyous and productive cooperation to continue for decades. Finally, for all of you who don't know yet, I'm grateful to Beverly, June Alexander, and Martina for getting Volume 1 of the AMAYA Mysteries, Otherworldly Short Stories of Earth's Energies, Places, and Beings, out last Saturday. The ebook is available now on Amazon worldwide. Become inspired on what is real and possible, also for you to experience. That's all for today. I'll be back next week with teachings. My love and blessings to all of you. This was the SANAT KUMARA.